Morning. Oh, and change the number. 6 of the 6th. And it's the new moon today. And it's D-Day. Celebrations for D-Day, 80 years. So we might get some messages from way back. Soldiers. So, new moon in Gemini. This is a new moon in conjunct Venus. So we've got the sun and moon in Gemini. Both 6, because it's June. Promise to bring love, money, centre stage as you prepare for a fresh chapter. Be prepared to think logically and avoid being an idealist. Oh, we haven't had that for a long while, Bacana, which is Beth Elizabeth, the birch tree. We've got Pisces, sacrifice. We've got Uranus, rebellion. And we've got 9th house, which is Sagittarius, learning some hard lessons but coming out stronger on the other side. So yes, there will be sacrifices. Yes, there will be rebellion. But it'll be worth the battle. So perhaps there's just something wrong with the mirror in your bathroom. Maybe it's cracked. Maybe it needs replacing. Maybe you're not seeing yourself in the mirror. You're seeing something you don't like. Okay then. So it is about choices, because today's card is the Lover's card. And it is Gemini, which all fits. Gemini moon, Gemini sun. And it said yesterday, didn't it? They knew yesterday because they said the sun and moon together. In harmony. So Gemini is about logical thinking, clear thinking, which is also what they talked about yesterday. There it is. So we don't want to make this choice. We're or unable to make this choice, one or the two. Or we've made a bad choice. I won't go into what it is because it's a neutral card, but if it comes up again, and we'll talk about it. But we can say that the names Adam, Eve and Lily could be important. And those born in the year of the snake and the apple tree, which is Gemini, Cancer, Cusper. So, things coming out of the blue in the next 8 days that we're not going to like. Actions that we're not going to like. We are stuck, birds in a gilded cage. We have everything we need but nothing we want. It's not how we planned it. So we have to let go of greed, let go of control. We have to lose something. Because that's the 5 and that's the 4. So 5 years, 4 years. It's a countdown. The only thing you can control is yourself. You can't control what happens to you. Let go of what you need to let go of, because what's yours will always be yours. It will not leave you. It will find you always. So stop being stubborn, stop being controlling, stop being greedy. It's time to stop putting your life on hold for tomorrow, because tomorrow's not promised. It stops slogging your guts out at a job and not going outside, because that child is not happy, and that could be your inner child or it could be your children. They need your time. You need to get out in nature. Stop doing the overtime. Stop putting all the effort in, because what's yours will always be yours. It could also be burning the candle at both ends, doing overtime and internet communications. There's heartache, sorrow, loss here. Something coming between you and what you want, and it looks like money. It could be minor surgery, 3 weeks. You've got to come off the fence and make a decision. Ask for that help that there was offering yesterday. Don't try and do everything by yourself. You will be in separation from someone or something. There's no doubt there. And it could be because of unreliable, unpredictable finances, career, or friendships. So there's very little improvement in finances. This looks like it's all about finances. And it could be something that you didn't expect in the next 8 days. So 1, 2, 3, 4 cards about finance, 5 cards about finances or emotional security. Either way, it's something that's unexpected in the next 8 days. I've already had mine. So, but there could be more to come. People in uniform, but this is the feminine. So a woman in uniform, perhaps a wren that you're thinking about, or and it could be to do with the D-Day landings. There would have been nurses, stuff like that maybe. Somebody of a darker complexion even, but those born in the year of the rabbit could be important. So 8 days takes us up to the 14th, doesn't it? Well, there's Dad again, or lack of self-esteem, lack of self-respect. It's the divine masculine, it's the boss, the government officials, the princes, the kings. It's more importantly though, your self-esteem, your self-respect, or lack of it. Head injuries, face injuries. So if we're talking about somebody in D-Day landings, there was something happened to the head or face. Number 4 or 31, massively important. It's the one we call the Emperor's New Clothes. Somebody being called out, somebody being vulnerable, and lack of success. Yeah, doing the job properly. Yeah, the home life is going to hell in a handcart. 11:11 doorway, but it's a home is not a home without a fire in the hearth, food on the table, and a welcome at the door. Repairs need doing either to relationships or the structure of the home. The celebration not going well, so today's celebrations may not do well, but they might be having them on Sunday. I'm not sure. I've already had them. We had this yesterday. It's about power struggles, but we are strong enough to get through this. It's about the heart and back. So for me, that's my stepdad's just had been taken into hospital with his heart. So 8 or 26, massively important, positive energy, courage, strength, and Leo. So the line could be England. There is battles here, which we're talking about rebellion. There is standing up for yourself. Don't let people walk all over you. The Battle of D-Day. Codependency. This again, it's finances. Somebody is stuck where they don't want to be because they have to be, not because they want to be. And it's probably because of finances or because they can't stand on their own 2 feet. Yeah, there'll be no apology. Hell will freeze over fast. Again, those in uniform. This one's unmarried. Could be a Virgo. That one's a Taurus. This is the wounded one. The one that was wounded in the leg. As a limp or an amputation. It's also health issues, agriculture. So it could have been somebody that worked the land. Darker complexion, uniform. Death and rebirth, transformations. After the passing, there was a birth. There always is, usually. 13 is massively important. It is Scorpio energy. So coming out your comfort zone and doing what's needed. Someone feels stuck. This needs to be brought to an end so it can move forwards. We have the 5th there, Taurus, marriage. So somebody may have been married to this person. It's schools, teachers, children, all going well. 3 blessings, so there may be 3 children from this union. Religion, possibly Catholic. It's a place of learning or your upbringing. Simon and Peter. And the keys. The neck and throat will be healed. It is a time to use your voice and in praise. There could be a christening somewhere, a baptism, but you having faith in yourself. Yeah, there is again another 5. That's 3 5s. So this is going to be a massive conflict by the look of it. A battle of words more than anything else. It's the shit starer that's back. The one that stares the shit pot should be made to lick the stick. They want to win at all costs and they don't care how they do it. So it's a dirty fight. Now we have some improvement in finances. Suddenly, you find your tribe. There are those who see when they're shown, and those who will never see. So we leave those behind and we go forward with our tribe. Yeah, we are the burden we've been carrying, we can put down. We have got through this because we're stronger and more courageous than we think. We're letting go of what no longer we can control, and we're going to take back our control and let the burden down. And then there will be happiness, another 10. two tens. This is coming to an end. The burden is being lifted. And then there will be self-esteem, self-respect. Possibly the self-esteem and self-respect is what puts us back on an even keel. It is the healing of the head and face. It is the father figure again. It's doing the right thing. It's successful new beginnings. Perhaps a new figurehead. But there is lies, deceit and theft that they won't apologise for. A lack of clear thinking and mind games. This suggests a week. So we've got a week to 8 days. Lies, deceit and theft. Yep, being stuck, can't move on for 6 weeks. The 4th is our election day. So there we go. Stuck again, can't stand on your own 2 feet, codependent on other people. It's time to walk away from the misery of the past and move forwards to a new future. So, Elizabeth, Beth, Bekana, the mother goddess, so mum and dad now. Is motherhood. The swan suggests a divorced or widowed woman, and Aquarius. This is motherhood, domesticity, protectiveness, the breasts, an animal symbol including the bear, which is Virgo, which we've got there, and the graceful swan. In human terms, wise women, herbalists and healers are also indicated by this rune. However, the name of the rune, Bekana, literally means birch tree or popular. Although it is also about symbolic links with fair trees of all types. The rune association with growing and its connection to agriculture. So there we go. Healing and agriculture, but it's in the negative in the cards. So the birch tree is Capricorn. It might be imagined with such a feminine rune. Its mythology derives from the stories of several Norse goddesses. Prominent among these is Frigga, the goddess of the spinning wheel and the wife of Odin. So the wheel of fate, and the All-Father, who hung himself out to dry for 9 days. So now we have 7, 8, 9 days as sacrifice, as in the Pisces energy. She was a patroness of women, especially those in labour or caring for infants, of marital fidelity and family harmony. I don't see that here. Fiercely protective of her own children, she nevertheless found the time to care for the offspring of others too. So maybe a foster mother or taking in orphans. In one of her aspects, that of Brecta, she's guarded the souls of the young children. It is interesting to note that in the past times, if a marriage ceremony was thought to be too expensive, the union could still be recognised if the prospective bride and groom jumped over the birch twig together. So there is a chance of marriage, but it's not going to be the wedding that you hoped for because you can't afford it. And someone wants that wedding to be a certain way. And if they don't love you unconditionally and are prepared to make that sacrifice, then you walk away, I'm afraid, because that doesn't bode well for your married life. It leads us to the medieval traditions of witchcraft, because in old stories a witch and her broom were rarely parted. It means that brooms did indeed play a role of half-remembered matriarchal pagan cult that survived into recent history. This could be especially significant since women accused of being witches are often local healers or midwives. This is about new beginnings. Good news, the news of a birth. but it could be through a third party, I'm afraid. Personal growth is on the way. It may involve material, domestic, or by far the most likely spiritual affairs, because Bacana is also associated with intuition. So there's your spiritual affairs. The higher self and the soul's purpose on this earth. As a more specific indicator, Bacana suggests that new projects are getting off the ground, but will need rigorous care and attention if it is to thrive, much as a human infant needs the loving care of its mother in order to thrive and develop. Traditionally, Bacana relates to women's issues, particularly to feminine health, care of infants. In its upright position, the rune can be regarded as a good omen that denotes proper growth and development. For questions about health problem, the appearance of Bacana symbolises natural regenerative powers and a raising of the spirit and a sense of well-being returns. Well done. However, as far as the family goes, worrying family news is often indicated. Like I said, I've already had some my way. The health of a relative is the most usual reason for this anxiety. There is a hint that a celebration, yes, because it is his birthday as well coming up, will be cancelled, or at the very least indefinitely postponed. If health is not the issue under examination, then the inverted Bacana indicates that you are on a course that will lead you nowhere, and you will find all doors are closed to you at present. It will be necessary to cut your losses and return to square one. Walk away. So, sacrifice, rebellion, ninth house, learning some hard lessons. Universities, study, hips, thighs, maybe you failed in your course. The colours white and green, so your head and your heart. Higher learning, philosophical, distant horizons, ethics, visions, beliefs, religion, long journeys, in-laws and foreign affairs. The religion plays a big part in this. So Uranus in Pisces, the outsider. This placement indicates powerful intuition at the mercy of strong emotions, resulting in confusion and misdirection. Visionary insights into the nature of consciousness overturned established knowledge in favour of new perceptions into the nature of reality. So, finding out what's true instead of the lies. There it is, Virgo. Don't overthink this, don't overanalyze this. So we've got the Virgo there. Number 18, which would be 12 days from now. So let's see what it has to say about that. So 18 is the Hermit, 9 or 27. So grandfathers, possibly that were involved in the D-Day landings. The name Benjamin and Frank, or Benjamin Franklin. Well, I don't know when he was president. Or was he president even? I don't know. But the name Ben and Frank could be very important. You must not anticipate trouble or worry about what may never happen. Keep your face to the sun. So I'm sure if they're worried every day that they might not come home, that would have affected the way they fought. So they had to keep positive. Worry and organisation are the key traits of the sign of Virgo. Look to concerns about your health, your lifestyle and your job. If you're expecting things to go normally or as planned, that is not going to be the case. That's where we started. Chaos. Watch out for critical people who seem to pick at all that you do, or perhaps you are now that picky person. Your mind may be beleaguered by worries. Yes, it is. There we are. Bird in a gilded cage with his head in his hands. Some of them health related. Other worries may be that things have gotten out of your control. There's the control issues. This card sometimes indicates hospital doors, meaning medical tests and visits to the doctor. Alternative health approaches and a better diet may be appeal to you now. Dealing with health issues, the workings of your own body, as well as those of family and friends, may factor in, but you could be beleaguered by worries that border on hypochondria. You may feel you have every disease you read or learn about. You may begin to have symptoms that little explanation as to why they occur. You may go for medical tests, but this card does not necessarily indicate a serious illness. This card also signifies a good time to get rid of your clutter, living a cleaner life, focusing on details and doing what needs to be done. Mundane things need your attention. Get organised because this will enable you to get where you're going. You need to be reliable and somebody isn't. It's about animals also, not just people. Be fully present in your work. Pay attention to your health and diet. Number 30, deep healing, emotion and a pilgrimage. So again, it's the same as the Hermit. So there is some healing that needs to take place. The sacred waters of Glastonbury. So iron and calcium may be too much or not enough. Water has long been associated with emotions, flow or movement. Are you feeling emotional? Are you needing to let go of your emotions? Either way, the sacred water is asking you to seek out the water for healing, whether that means going to the beach, finding a creek, or even buying a small water fountain to have in your space. Whatever, drink more water. Ask for healing, ask them to show you how to let go and become in flow. Another aspect of this card is the need to do a pilgrimage of some sort. There is a place that if you yearn to visit, has it felt like it's impossible? Travel there in your mind or in your body. This card is asking you to step out of your comfort zone, take a journey to somewhere you haven't been and receive a deep healing that is necessary for you at this time, which could include the hospital. There's the Swan Queen again, which goes with that, and the 13, which is transformations. So it could be a widow or divorced female. The challenges. When the Swan Queen appears to challenge you, it's time to stop doubting your inner voice. Don't let your analytical mind, well done, Spirit, prevent you from seeing the miracles that Spirit has placed in front of you. The Swan Queen shows you in the mirror of your life, mirror in the bathroom, is your fear of change. Why fear what's inevitable? Everything in life changes and transforms from one moment to the next. Holding on to the past only distorts and mangles the natural order of things. If you can, in spite of your fear, be gentle with yourself and allow for change. Only beauty will come of it. Most important, a shift in perspective is what's called for now. And finally, do not dim your light to fit in. 17, the star card may be. Number 42. Don't dim your light to accommodate someone else's smallness. We are all born to shine big and bright, and the universe is expanding, and you are part of the universe. So expanding is part of your nature. If someone makes you want to retract, notice and slowly back away. They are not for you and you are not for them. Better yet, find it within yourself to expand and shine your light anyway. Flowers do not open and close according to who is walking by. They open and show their beauty regardless. If others don't want to be around you or make them uncomfortable, it's because you're shining your light on the fact that they are dimming to fit in. By choosing to shine bright, you may just inspire them to turn on their light too, or not. Keep your light on anyway. All relationships are essentially an energetic agreement. The moment one person decides to start rising up, and allowing their light to shine, it changes the energetic agreement and can create some waves. That's completely normal. The relationships that are meant to last will adapt to the change in energy. Others won't, because they were likely born under the proviso that I love you as long as you don't outshine me. That's okay, not all people are meant to be in your life forever, but the lesson they teach us can still live on. How are you dimming your light to fit in? Absolutely brilliant. Thanks for listening. Speak soon.